Good morning, you heat-seeking porpoises, to yet another exciting day of Let's Playing. Today we're going to be playing Last Year. We're going to spin that wheel to see which character we play as. Oh, interesting. Scripted. Today we're playing as Raj, which, interestingly enough, I had already selected. Alright, so what's happened since the last recording? Well, we did get a patch that uber buffed Scout, and then they realized that that was dumb, and so they went ahead and nerfed Scout again. Well, they didn't nerf him, they just toned him down. So essentially what they did with Scout is they increased the damage per shot of the shotgun by 30, so that it went from 50 to 80, and they decreased the scrap cost to build the shotgun from 22 to 17. It was like the universe was saying, hey, just play Scout, it's okay. Technician got nerfed. Their pills used to heal 80 and they cost 8 to build. Now they heal 40 and cost 12 to build. It's like the worst of both worlds. I feel like pills could have had one or the other, right? Like they could have increased the scrap cost to 12 and still kept it healing 80, or they could have kept the cost at 8 and had it heal 40, but both? Jeez. Anyway, they hotfixed the Scout updates. They realized that allowing the Scout to deal 160 damage with a shotgun is insane, so they lowered the damage down from 80 per shot to 60 per shot. Still, it's great, especially because of the scrap cost nerf. At 17, like 5 less scrap to build, still a great option. In fact, lately I've felt like killers in general overall have been getting a much better understanding of how to play the game. And what that has led to is a complete paradigm shift in how I play the game. Used to be the way I would play was as Scout. We would just run around the map, do whatever we wanted to. We would build adrenaline, run away from everything, never get caught. If it was Strangler, we would group up with everyone until the Strangler died, and then we would leave and go off and do our own thing. It's no longer cutting it. It's no longer enough of an impact on the game to meaningfully push it forward. Yeah, I had a lot of fun doing all these, like, super sneaky plays where I'd be off on my own, I'd realize that the killer was chasing the group of people, and I'd run somewhere and grab the objective and run it all the way across the map and put it in. The problem is a smart killer won't let you do that. A smart killer is either going to keep an iron grip on the objective, or they're going to camp right in front of where you need to put the objective. And what that ended up causing is kind of like a 50-50 scenario, where either I would guess that the killer is off killing people and effectively was playing poorly, and then I would run and get the objective, and the team would soar ahead because we were doing the objectives really quickly, or it would be a killer who actually knew what they were doing and I would just immediately die, or at best I would take some damage and then just get away, but it didn't accomplish anything. And so here I was, this agent out on the map, sucking up scrap, consuming resources off the map that other players couldn't use, but I wasn't really accomplishing anything other than maybe distracting the killer for a little bit of time, which usually wasn't worth it. Also, I prioritized rescuing people, and because, again, that's just what I enjoyed doing. I liked getting players back into the game. That oftentimes also led to my downfall, because I don't want to say you shouldn't trust the players that you're playing with, but it meant I was hinging all of my efforts on those players. And I think sometimes if players are getting rescued really quickly all the time, like if you have a player like me out there pulling them out of the closets ASAP, it kind of causes them to play a little more carelessly. I don't know if that's maybe too much of a stretch, but it did kind of feel like if I was spending the game pulling people out of the locker or the closets over and over, like I felt like people just kept dying a lot. I don't know, maybe that's probably not a correct analysis. Anyway, they also added this this map feature where you can randomly select a map to go to. I usually don't care, so I just keep it at random. But hey, if you prefer a certain map, you can go ahead and vote on it and hope that you get it. Other than that, though, I don't think there were any other big changes. They nerfed traps a little bit. You don't get stuck in them quite as long anymore. Also, I think it requires less damage to knock you out of them. Most of that seemed like an attempt to nerf the Strangler. Overall, though, I don't think there's really that much more. Game's still the same. We do a lot of shotgun building now, though. We no longer... So, as I was saying earlier, we no longer run around the map and build adrenaline nonstop. Because, again, it didn't feel like it was impacting the game enough. We go shotgun because shotgun gives you something lasting. It also gives you a really big deterrent against the killer. So even if you get caught by the Strangler, you know, you put a shotgun in his face, at least you've got something for your death. And we stick around with the team a lot more than we used to. And partially that's just because, well, that's the way the game was meant to be played. Well, we don't do it just because it was the way the game was meant to be played. What I mean is, it tends to be a better strategy. Even if the killer isn't the Strangler, sticking with your team just in general allows you all to synergize your skills together. Even the scout who seems to have a lot of solo skills, can certainly add a lot to a fight by blinding the killer at the right moment, or since we're building shotgun, now dealing anywhere between 60 and 120 damage to the killer does add up and can be a big deal. When you think about it, I think like Strangler has like 210 health, so you know 120, that's half their health. Yeah, because I think Slasher has 270, Giant has like 310, something like that.
We wheel the lift across the gym.
Admittedly, the Giant does just soak damage like no one's business. Okay, we're at the gym. This seems to be a popular choice among killers. I'm not entirely certain why. We haven't been getting very good games this morning. I played a couple games before recording here, and a lot of our games, yeah, like this, were just filled kind of with lag.
This will come in handy.
Loogie Man wants us to spam smokes with him. I'm just gonna say no thanks, because I've seen scouts who spam smoke. It's really not a great strategy. It delays the game. It's very expensive. Because you essentially have both scouts just throwing down 12 scrap just to kind of stall out the game.
Now these criminals are in real trouble.
People seem a little upset that we're not going to spam smokes with them. What's really going to get us killed is this lag. It's not letting me open these chests and whatnot. Seems to be like a pretty common... Yeah, see, this is what I mean. This is why people who spam smokes is really not that interesting. Oftentimes they use it to troll. What's our lag? Our lag is 460. It's not great. We're jumping around quite a bit. It's making it hard to play. But I guess we'll just do our best with what we have. It does appear that it's Giant. I don't really know what's going on. What on earth is he doing? Also, it doesn't seem like our flashbang is really doing much. Anyway, we'll go ahead and craft our shotgun and get it out, so at least stand a chance at fighting back. The real issue is that with the way the lag is working, I don't really know what's going on. The killer just seems like he's standing here. Okay, I don't know why we're punching. I guess we'll just shoot him. What on earth? Anyway, I guess we killed him? Yay. This is certainly not your average game. Or maybe a better way to put it is your average game, but it's not your average desired game. I don't know if the killer's internet is super bad, or...
But it needs more.
I honestly don't know. I guess it doesn't do any good to question it. We'll just have to expect it for the time being.
That's a trap. I got eyes on the fuel.
Okay, we'll go ahead and grab
Every little bit helps.
some adrenaline. Nuts. Anyway, we'll craft some adrenaline and we'll go ahead and grab the... Oh, just kidding. We don't need to. Oops, accidentally used Featherfall there.
Look out! Don't get caught in the trap.
Well, since we didn't need the adrenaline, we can go ahead and just craft another shotgun.
Okay, now we're cooking with spice.
Oh, spider.
Don't worry.
Oh, we don't want to craft there. I was a little close to the kill zone. Alright, he seems to be tunneling in on us. This is just annoying. I don't understand why... Oh, we lost connection. What is going on? That's interesting. So, I don't immediately like to jump to this conclusion, but there's a strategy and a device, actually, called lag switching. It's a term that both describes the tool that lets you do it as well as the act of doing it. It only works in peer-to-peer games. Essentially, what the host does in games like these is they will purposefully disconnect their internet, either by manually doing so or via a lag switch box. And what that does, like this, where we keep losing connection. See how our connection is just fine? It's averaging at around 200 ping, but then suddenly we lose connection. Now that could be caused by a couple things. That could just be that whoever's internet is whoever's using the internet. See, and you notice it's not us because everyone's lagging. People in the chat are talking about it. It could just be that the killer's internet is inconsistent. Perhaps they're playing on Wi-Fi and their Wi-Fi is bad, and it just they keep losing connection. However, it's also possible that the person who's using it is trying to use it to their advantage. And that is the act of lag switching, in that typically what the person who's hosting the game will attempt to do. Yeah, so we can't pick that up because it was lagging. Typically the person who's hosting the game will attempt to use that to their advantage by causing a bunch of lag at a critical moment in the fight. Although he seems like he's just swinging at random things, which kind of makes me think that he's not lag switching, he just has bad internet. That he's not... He doesn't seem to be gaining any kind of advantage from lag, from a supposed lag switching strategy. He is following us, which is interesting. I don't know why they threw a Molotov at us over here. We are now trapped. Oh, and they threw a smoke at us. It's wonderful. Also, I don't know why the gas just unspawned, or despawned, I should say. Which is great, because now we have to go back and get it again. The despawn on items seems very confused.
Mother always said I should be a doctor.
Like, sometimes an item will despawn immediately like that after dropping it, and other times it will stick around for quite some time. You don't think maybe it's because... oh, buddy, come on. Thank you. Anyway, it's possible... You don't think it's possible that it was because it got hit by the Molotov, do you? That would be an interesting mechanic, if the gas evaporates if you hit it with fire. I don't ever play classes that use fire enough to test that out, though.
I see a trap. It's right there.
Anyway, if you use your ears, you can actually hear when our scout device is going off. So when you're doing things like filling up the gas, you can tell if the killer is close because you'll hear the scouter blip. I don't know really what you want to call it. It's a pretty big part of playing Scout, actually, is that when you don't have the scouting device out, it still makes noise. And so you can still use it to pinpoint how close the killer is.
What kind of noise is this? It's going to let that asshole know where we are.
I really don't know. This is certainly not what I would consider a great game. The killer seems confused. Quality of this game isn't great. But I guess we'll press on. Okay, so the killer's dead. Now we just kind of wait around for the stair car. I guess we'll scrap up a little bit in anticipation of possibly building a smoke bomb. Wow. Come on, search. Okay, at this point, I don't really see a reason for us not to crank this. We're going to need to be really careful up here, though, because the game is so jumpy. We need to be careful. Whoa, yeah, we need to be careful of that we don't fall off. I'm going to maybe even just purposely crouch and walk around so that we move a little slower. Alright, so it's open. The shotgun really isn't useful at the exit part of the level. So we're gonna go ahead and drop it and craft a smoke bomb. Oh, apparently we're just gonna be stuck here forever.
Time to deal some justice.
We need to be really careful that we don't push someone off and that we don't ourselves get pushed off. So we're gonna walk here. We're not gonna run. Looks like somebody else threw a smoke bomb, so we're gonna well, I thought we were gonna throw one. Okay, so we threw our own. I don't even know what's going on. That was very rough. I don't know, it could be that this guy really is lag switching, because I feel like here at the most critical part of the level, suddenly there was all this lag. He might have just also disconnected. I don't even know what happened. Super weird. Well, there you go. A 5-man escape, and a perfect example of a lag-filled game. Oh, and we get disconnected from the host, so we don't even get anything from that. Fine. Fine. I don't care as long as we never have to play with that guy again. Good grief. That is an example of certainly sort of the bottom end of the barrel of games you can get while playing last year. I'm going to pause the recording. When we get back, we'll be in another game. That one was so rough.
So first, we find some fuel. After that, we
okay, so it's another gymnasium level.
We wheel the lift across the gym and climb to the rafters. Then we escape.
With any luck, we'll get a real game this time.
I think I can find a use for this.
I'm a garbage man now, I guess.
Same strategy as before. We're gonna want to go up to the shotgun.
This will come in handy.
Wow, a lot of scrap in these toilets. Okay, we have enough easily. I'm so used to the shotgun costing 22. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and craft the shotgun around the corner here before we walk into a strangler chain or something weird like that. We don't have an ID on the killer, so we have to assume it's any of them at this point. So we'll try and stay away from all the known kill spawns. We don't really need this scraps. We're gonna let everyone else take this. Okay, so it is Spider. I think we got him. Didn't really look like it did much though. I saw the reticle pop up. Maybe there isn't friendly fire on the shotgun, is there? Oh, we got acid. Okay, it looks like someone got down. Wow, 2 people are dead already? The technician used the mine. Unfortunately, it hit. Wow, what is going on? We all shouldn't be dying like this. There's no reason. Okay, the spider's definitely here. Oh no, he's not. Okay.
Don't sweat it. I'm here.
So you can tell by the wavy lines. I'm quite surprised the spider didn't guard that, but I guess maybe he went over and guarded that other door. We're gonna have to play very safe here. Our goal really is just to stay alive. And again, you can use your ears if you hear that little electronic noise. That means the killer's very close. Okay, we're gonna go ahead in here and try to rescue this person. The killer's right behind us. You could hear him. He put down a trap right there. We're gonna want to move slow and kind of get our team over here with us. We don't want to try the door alone because the spider will just spawn in behind us and kill us. Nope. I should have had the tracker out. We're gonna move off to the side so that if we get acided, the acid isn't in the middle of the room. Whoop! Oh, how did I forget that? I walked right over that. That was a huge amateur mistake. You know what? I think I know why I walked over that. Hey, what? Okay. Alright. Well, medic took our shotgun. I don't really know what to say about that.
Whatever you do, don't breathe.
We're kind of just dead now. Super annoying. We don't have any adrenaline, which I stupidly used it for no reason. Yeah, I guess I was kind of taken aback by our medic taking the shotgun. What I had expected to do was use the adrenaline to heal our damage. We didn't need the medic to heal us, and then pick up the shotgun and go about and do our normal thing, but whatever. And now our medic is just going to die. He needs to run back around towards his teammates. That was something we did. When we ran around here, we were running away from the spider, we ran back around towards our teammates here. Running away from your teammates does nothing for you. It delays your death slightly.
Don't say I never did anything nice for you.
Okay, so anyway, what I was trying to say is the reason I walked over that kill spot was because the spider almost never gets to use it. It's right at the beginning of the map, usually by the time anything relevant has happened. The players are way out of that room. Nice. And that's why you take shotgun.
And fucking stay down.
Alright, so we're gonna go back and rescue this guy. Maybe we can reset the game here.
This is a jailbreak.
Good grief, that was just a series of poor events all happening at once.
Finish this.
Oh my goodness. Did he trap all these? We should really pull out the scouter and check. Yep. Huh. Okay, so one of our classmates died. We don't have an ID on the killer. Since we're near the gas, we might as well grab it. I'm going to assume it's Strangler, so we're going to go this direction, because if we go to the right, Strangler will just kill us. in the 2 kill spots in the hallway.
Get the fuel.
We also, the only thing we can be for certain is that it isn't spiders. We're free to walk over this kill spot. Okay, the killer. Oh, it is Strangler. I just heard the chain, so we're gonna take this as our opportunity to rush this, knowing that we can't be chained.
But it needs more.
Okay. Here we go. So what we do is we blind and run in with the shotgun.
Asshole.
Very nice, very nice. Okay. Oh, nope. Shoot. I should have stuck around and rescued Kate. Okay, she's gonna run away from us. Not that I can. Yeah. Oh no. I'm trying. No. We were in her way, unfortunately. We might pay the penalty here because of it. Okay, we're gonna pretend. See what I was. He threw us right in front of a kill spot. What a lot of killers like to do is throw you in front of a kill zone, and then turn around and go into predator mode, and then go into the kill spot and kill you. I was thinking that was what he was gonna do. So instead of immediately getting out of the trap with our spell, I was going to let him waste his time to go into predator mode. Then we would immediately get out of the trap and run away. Unfortunately, he made the smart choice and just decided to. I don't know what's happening over here. He made the smart choice and decided to just outright kill us. So good move on his part.
So amazing.
I don't know what was happening up with that Chad. He just kind of stood in those spiders and died. Looks like we're back in this though. That was a pretty quick turnaround. I think that might have been our first death, so our respawn time is pretty low. Okay, so we know it's Strangler. We know it's Strangler. All we have to do is get this gas over here. We know that the Strangler's gonna want to hang out in this location. Oop. We're gonna try and thin out the spiders for when we bring the gas down here. If we can... Okay, we hear the Strangler up there. We're gonna go ahead and do this really quick before the Strangler goes into Predator mode, because that's a Strangler kill spot. So we did get rid of the respawning spiders. That's at least some forward momentum for when we do actually go down there. The real problem is this guy has killed 2 of our teammates. And he's really low, though. That's the thing. He's really low. If we can craft a shotgun and get 1 shot off on him, I'm pretty sure he's dead. So we're going to go ahead and try to find him. Okay, so he's in here. Yeah, he should be dead after this. Wait, we didn't hit him? We just need 1 good shot. That's annoying. All that lag, we couldn't aim. And see, that's kind of the problem, is because you have... Okay, so we have like a 144 ping. You have to make sure you line up the shot and fire when the killer has been moving in one direction for a decent amount of time, or not moving in any direction. And because he was jumping around and moving to our left and right and displacing us, I didn't feel comfortable taking the shot, because effectively what will happen is you'll shoot the killer on your screen, but by the time that the data goes over to the killer's computer, it registers as a miss. So it's safest to target the killer when they're running straight at you for a long amount of time, or when they are stunned or paralyzed or something like that. I'm a little confused because I thought we shot him the one time. It showed a reticle on our shotgun, although I'll admit that I'm pretty inexperienced with the shotgun. So I really need to test to see if you can shoot allies. I know that sounds terrible, but if there is friendly fire, certainly I need to make sure we're not friendly firing our allies. Yikes. So we do have a technician here.
Carpentry is like surprisingly easy.
I don't think it's a good game. This person in the chat thinks it is, but the Strangler is so low. Like, he's not like so low, but he's within killing range.
This is gonna be sweet.
And we just got a
No,
double rescue.
Relax. I'm here.
Yeah, I think we're fine.
Appreciate it. Game time. Let's finish this.
Alright. Nothing for us to do here. We should really just leave.
Don't mess with that trap over
We're
there.
going to want to move a little slowly. Largely because
Got some scrap over here.
I'm sure he's looking to pick off a straggler.
That's a
And I want to make sure that we're all grouped up here.
Criminals always think they're so smart.
Also, if we have vision on a lot of different places, it's harder for the killer to spawn in. Oh, looks like we can rescue someone. See, the killer's in this room, but he can't spawn in, and now he's trapped because of this doorway. We're gonna go ahead and open it up so that the guy with the fuel can get out. I think we're gonna split the killer's attention. We're gonna go two ways. We're gonna let those guys go with the fuel, and we're gonna act like we're gonna go rescue this guy. And hopefully that bothers the killer enough to look at us and not the guy with the fuel. Okay, he left. He's not there, you can tell because the tracker isn't going off. So we're gonna go ahead and go for the rescue. We're really pushing it close on the time here.
Go, go, go.
We have to... We pretty much have to get this fuel in or we just lose. The stair car is gonna take probably a minute. Okay, he got the fuel. We're gonna rush up to a shotgun if we can. I thought I saw another scrap over here. It's not looking good for us though.
That asshole laid a trap. Watch out.
Okay, so the killer is right there in the kill spot. We're gonna guard Amber here, or Nick rather, so that if a chain comes, it hits us. Okay, we're good. We need to get the stair car moving. We're gonna put a lot of people on the stair car because it's Strangler. We all want to be grouped up so that he can't pull us all off of this thing at once. As long as we have somebody up here, the stair car will be moving.
Deal some justice.
We're gonna squish ourselves in here. Oop. All right, we're gonna go rescue this person. Oh, they're dead. All right. That means we just push the stair car along. We have a chance. If we can get this stair car moved across uninterrupted, which I think the killer has about maybe like 10 more seconds before they respawn. We do have a chance of doing this. It's not a good chance. We probably can't rescue Chad, would be my guess, which is disappointing. I don't know why Chad just threw a Molotov over there. Okay, it's Giant. No, it's Slasher. Slasher and Giant sound so similar.
Holy shitballs!
Okay, we gotta watch out for if he drops down on top of us.
Okay, second this thing gets there, we gotta go to.
Yep, he's up there. Wow, that was just an instant kill. That's annoying. I think we have to rescue people? No, we can't. Looks like Nick rescued someone. We have to come up here and turn this crane.
We're close.
We don't really have any other options at this point.
Opening the gate now. Count me down. I'm getting this thing open.
I think we just go. I think we just do it. I don't think we wait. We can't afford to 99 it, can't afford to wait. We don't have enough scrap for a smoke bomb or adrenaline. We're just gonna have to take the chance.
Final push. Come on, walk it off. We gotta go.
Okay, we might get out. Maybe. Oh shoot. No, no, no. Wow, we made it. I don't know how, but we made it. See, it sounds a little mean, but I was really hoping the slasher would kill, I can't even remember who it was, the guy in front of us, and while doing the kill animation, he would give us the time to sneak past him, but the guy got knocked down and then accidentally fell off the rafters, so the slasher was like, okay, and just turned around and looked at us. We barely made it out of that. I think the only reason we made it out alive was because he didn't expect us to be able to get out of the trap instantly, and so we just kind of immediately ran out. I know that's a rough call. When I noticed there one of the guys DC'd, which I feel a little bad about, because I think he was the one in the closet. But we just had to make the call to do that. I don't think it was the wrong call. There's no way we could have gone back and rescued him before. We only had a minute left. So 2 people escaping is better than no people escaping. So looks like we queued up with a pretty much already full room. We should make sure we repurchase our spells here. I've looked at a couple of these other spells. There are a few that are tempting. So this one, whoops, no. This one. This, no. Pent-up Rage. Increases the amount of damage for the next weapon hit on the Fiend after each successful cryptid hit. That one's pretty tempting. It's pretty tempting to take. Because what you do, essentially, this is really good for shotgun users. Well, it's really good for anyone. But what you do is you use it, you build it up by hitting cryptids up to 4 times, stacks up to 4 times, and then when you use the shotgun next, it deals like an extra. I don't remember the numbers. It's good numbers. It's somewhere like in the 40 or 50, somewhere around there. So it essentially doubles your shotgun damage for 1 shot. Really tempting to take that one. But the problem is just Featherfall and Nimble Feet are just so universally useful. And I'm so used to having them that I almost don't want to experiment with alternate spells. The other spell I might consider using would be the super fast crafting spell. I know that sounds weird, but it turns your crafting time from 5 seconds to 1 second.
We open up the gate and we're home free. We wheel the lift.
Because what you could do with that is, if you were down to like 25 health, you could craft 3 adrenaline. If you had like 24 scrap, you could craft 3 shotgun fire, craft 3 adrenaline in 3 seconds, and just heal yourself up to full. The reason I don't like that is because it's expensive. You probably should be sticking near the medic and just letting the medic heal you, or better yet, not taking damage at all. Go ahead and open all these up. A lot of people like to open these up piece by piece so that they can get the scrap out of them immediately, but I feel like it's just much more efficient to open them all up at once. Then you can look in them all at once, and if somebody else takes the scrap, it's really not a big deal. Okay, I was too busy blabbing, so I didn't hear the sound effects of what the killer was. Oh, it's Giant. Okay. Oh, okay, so Giant got an instant kill. That explains why they died so quickly. What's our lag looking like? 108? Not bad. We don't... The Giant is obviously in here waiting for us. We don't want to, we don't want to chance anything. Oh, what? It didn't show up on our... That's dumb. Yeah, it's pretty annoying. Oh, whoops. Now that one was my fault. I accidentally grabbed the smoked one instead of the good one. Okay, hopefully the medic heals us. I mean, I knew the Giant was in there trying to gas us, but I think probably what happened was while we were grabbing it, maybe the angle wasn't quite right, because I was having trouble actually activating it to pick it up. So maybe the scouting angle didn't hit it, and so it didn't get revealed. Okay, we got a good blind. It should buy us some time. We're gonna go ahead and craft a shotgun. Giant has a ton of health, so shotgun's value is not as good against Giant. Oh, well, guess it doesn't matter because we're gonna be fighting a different monster in a moment.
It's almost as though greatness comes naturally.
Okay. We're gonna anticipate the gas spawning in this hallway. It's a little dangerous because the killer could come in as Strangler and just immediately kill us in this kill spot here. In fact, it's still not guaranteed that that won't happen. Okay, so we're gonna get out of that kill spot.
Okay, now we're
Looks like the gas spawned all the way over there. We still don't have an ID on the killer, so we're gonna use this vent to travel out of the kill spots.
They're not going to know what hit them.
Although I'm not hearing the scouts tracking, so probably they weren't even close to us. Killer's here. Oh, it's Spider. Okay. Well, Spider isn't that scary. Spider's also very easy to hit with a shotgun. Looks at how big it is. Okay. It's behind us. I'm going to go ahead and bring up the rear here. That'll do a couple things. It'll give us some extra vision. It'll also prevent the Spider from spawning in close to the people up front. As odd as that sounds, it's kind of what we want, because the front is where all our momentum is. Wow, that was a quick death. But see, like, this is a time we have 30 scrap. This would be a time where I would be really tempted to craft like 3 adrenaline, because the scrap isn't doing us any good. Hopefully somebody doesn't steal our shotgun again. Okay, that's probably good. Oh. I think she was doing that just to prevent the killer from getting in. Wait. Oh, it's a slasher. So we're going to try and blind the slasher before we use the shotgun. That way we kind of get a better chance of landing our shot. Maybe? Just kidding. Jeez. I felt like I couldn't get a good shot there. Oh well. Well, we go back now and... Sounds like the killer died. Yeah, must have died to a turret shot, would be my guess. So it's weird. You know how the killer is invincible while they're in the kill animation? I think, and I'm not 100% certain because I still need to experiment more with it, but I think what ends up happening is right at the end of their kill animation, they're vulnerable, and so they can still take damage. And so what might have happened there is that the killer was doing their kill animation, and then they got shot by a turret right at the end of it. Okay, it looks like a Spider again. This is not going to be simple.
No, that is not fucking okay.
Spider has plenty of tools to delay us from doing the gas, least of all the poison. Yeah, like that. Not surprising. Also, somebody threw a Molotov down there, which I'm not sure if I agree with, but whatever. Seems like a bad deal to throw a molly right where all your friends are. Oh, I killed him. Ah! Nice. Alright, well, we'll get back up in just a moment with 35 HP here.
This really fucking hurts. Shit.
It's okay. I got you.
Nice.
I'm still alive. Let's get out.
And the gas is here. Very nice. Actually, I think, considering that someone Molotov'd the team, I think that was a pretty good outcome. Okay, that could have gone so much worse. Oops. So since we're here, we might as well push the stair car along. We will use our scouter to know if the killer is near us. Otherwise, we just sit here and hope we don't die. Okay, killer is on the map. When it turns green like that, that means the killer is spawned in.
We've come this far, Raj.
And then it's blue, they're in predator mode. Killer's on the map. Gotta be careful. We don't know who it is. Wow, must be Strangler. Right? No, wait. No, the killers revealed Giant, Slasher, and Spider. Shoot. Which means... Yep! We came to that conclusion at just the right time. Nothing quite like looking up and seeing a giant man with an axe dropping down on you. Okay, we'll want a chance coming over here and building some adrenaline just to get some of this HP back. So we already have a shotgun, so we will be at least somewhat of a thorn in the side of the killer.
I think I can find a use for this.
And we probably can go rescue this guy since we have our adrenaline running. Oh, looks like somebody got a free kill. That's the glass-light kill. Oh, and our friend is right here. Okay, so we know he's here. Ah, that was a miss. Okay, got a hit. Didn't do much, though. Oh, move, please. Move, please. Move, please. I don't know why she just stood there. We definitely just got killed by our teammate just standing in the doorway for no reason. Oh well. That was what, our second death? First death? Can't quite remember. Okay. So we're down to 2 people. It's not great. Slasher is kind of a garbage killer though, so we shouldn't really have any trouble
They smell like wet
yeah,
dog.
rescuing people. Six and a half minutes. We're probably fine.
Friends, don't leave friends behind.
Ah, that's great. That's gonna delay us.
Thank you. Friends forever. Right?
3 people up. Assault technician, medic. That's a good team.
Calm down.
Thanks.
Okay.
I didn't think I'd ever be free again.
We should be fine here, honestly. We're gonna take this opportunity to go and grab all the scrap that is probably down here. We know the killer's Slasher, so we only have to be afraid of skylights. And I really don't think there are any down here. Oh, we're full. Okay. Looks like the killer died. So it means it could be Giant or Spider. We'll stay away from those kill spots.
Every little bit helps.
And as I'm sure you know, that box underneath the gas is glitched. You can't pick it
Now
up.
these criminals are in real trouble.
Okay, we're at full scrap. We have a shotgun built. Fully geared up. We're gonna jump back up into the gym and hopefully end this level. Everyone's alive. Killer's, I would imagine, wants to be Giant here.
Hey, maybe
And that's what I would do. We're in a very good spot. We have over 4 minutes. Okay, the gate looks like it's been 99. Geronimo! I don't think we needed to do that. I was worried the game would count that as a continuous momentum.
need help.
We have a shotgun. We might as well come up here and use it. It's not like the Giant can move anywhere important, right? Oh, we got shoved off. That's great. Okay, we're gonna go for a shot. Okay, got one. Nice. Nice, we got him. Alright, let's go.
Oh, you just got dunked on.
Okay, we're definitely gonna want to craft some smoke.
Seems like you need a friend right now.
Time to even the odds.
And with some luck, we'll all get out. We can't fall off the rafters and live, though, because we already used our spell. I'm just throwing this down. I don't see a reason for us not to leave right now. Yeah, Spider's gonna try and kill us, but hopefully the smoke bomb just lets everyone walk out. Oh, someone got pushed off, and that was completely unnecessary. None of us needed to not leave. I don't know why we were all standing around there not going in. A couple people staying behind is fine, but like Assault really probably shouldn't stick around behind. Largely because, unless they have a helmet and it's the Strangler, because then they can take a Strangler chain, but the Assault really can't contribute much to an escape plan. But whatever. Okay. Wasn't the 5-man escape that we were hoping for, but still overall that was a pretty decent run. I definitely feel like our Assault made some questionable choices, but largely throwing a Molotov at us when we were all grouped up down by the fuel, as well as blocking the doorway when we were running out. But we still managed to make it work. And I'm going to go ahead and pause, and when we get back in, we'll be in another game. Alright, so in general, I think we've been seeing a lot more success by going for the shotgun. Okay. Seeing a lot more success for going for the shotgun. I think in general, unless you're the medic, you probably always need to threaten the killer with damage of some kind. The medic, of course, can go for the pipe bomb if they want, but I feel like there's also a pretty good justification for the medic going just for the taser. Healing their Assault when they can, and then tasering the killer right before they go in for the kill move. So, like, if someone gets knocked down, you can immediately tase the killer to prevent them from initiating their kill animation, and then hopefully one of your teammates will run over and pick them up. Otherwise, though, I feel like I've probably played, you know, the majority of my games as an adrenaline scout. You know, a scout that literally runs around, builds adrenaline nonstop, never gets caught, runs around the map, does all sorts of things. I think Shotgun Scout, especially with the changes to Shotgun, making Shotgun cheaper, Shotgun Scout is better. It's much more team-oriented. It's much less selfish. It also, I think in some ways, you know, I kind of got spoiled. Okay, I guess we'll just let everyone leave since we're all pushing each other out of the way of the door. I think in some ways adrenaline can make you very spoiled because you're like, oh, I can never get caught. Oh, I can just heal if I need it. Oh, you know, like all this stuff. It's super cheap to make. But what ends up happening is you kind of just run around the map and just build a bunch of adrenaline and you don't really accomplish much. Or you try and play Lone Wolf and, you know, it just doesn't work out for you. Because you're playing that 50-50, you know, is the killer good or is the killer bad? Does the killer come after you or does it come after your team? And in general, you would prefer that the killer comes after your team while you're with the team. Okay, so this spider's gonna go after... The issue here, the spider's going after Nick, but the problem is Nick is running away from us. There's no way we're gonna be able to catch them and flash bang the spider because the spider's never going to be looking at us. And also, we're getting a little bit of lag here. We're clearly punching those spiders, but it's counting the spiders biting us. Wow, this is annoying. Okay. Oh, what's our lag here? 160. That's not the worst. We're probably dead here, would be my guess. I don't see any reason why we wouldn't be. Yeah. This is a little annoying. I feel like partially we've died here because of our lag. But we don't even have that high of a ping, it's just jumpy. Anyway, we took a bunch of damage when we didn't need to against the spider. And then it was our fault that we tried to risk crafting around the corner. There was really
I can probably make something.
probably no way we would have gotten away with that in general. But at that point, I kind of knew we were dead anyway. We were low on stamina, and we were also low on health. Spider's being super aggressive. I think good spiders generally are extremely aggressive. The flamethrower sound effect is stuck. I don't... Looks like this guy's going out with a bang. Or at least he tried to. We're down a party member. Looks like someone DC'd. Sometimes I wonder if people disconnecting is what's causing the jumps. Oh well. Good game, Spider.
Hey, I'm alive, but I can't get out. Someone help!
Well, that was a quick game. Let's analyze what happened there while we wait for the next one to load. So the game started, and Nick admittedly didn't have a whole lot of options, but Nick got gassed, and then immediately ran downstairs, which was a terrible decision. All of us were up on the top level, the ground level. Running downstairs essentially guarantees that he dies, because there's no way that any of us will be down there to save him. Now, admittedly, when we got tagged by the acid from the spider, we didn't really run towards our allies either. So maybe that was mistake number one that we made. The moment that we see a killer that can threaten us individually, because we didn't have any adrenaline. If we had adrenaline, the spider's no big deal. You can just run away from it forever. We didn't have any adrenaline. The moment that we noticed that we were in that situation, we should have immediately gone and found our allies and stuck together with them. Instead, I think what I did was I halfway tried to rescue Nick, realized we couldn't. What did I do after that? I tried to punch some spiders. Got hurt by the spiders because of the lag, and plus we were already weakened by the acid, so at that point we were easy pickings. So next time we see something like that happen, we need to immediately run towards our allies. After that, it was pretty much just a game where the spider just ran in and killed everyone. Admittedly, they were really good at just being super aggressive. It's interesting. You can kind of tell the difference between a good spider and a bad spider. Good spiders will, or maybe I should say good spider and a great spider, because a good spiders will kill people. They'll tunnel vision in on them, but a great spider just mercilessly catches, the survivor before anyone can really even react. You usually don't think of the spider as being threatening in the same way that the strangler is, but like the best spiders will certainly make it feel like the strangler is killing you, because they'll just systematically go in and pick people off one by one. Slasher and Giant have a lot harder time doing that. In fact, I would argue it's really not possible for the Giant to do that. Slasher can do some interesting things, but it requires a really good use of Predator mode. He's too slow to catch people otherwise, so the best slashers I've seen are ones that pop around a doorway, get a hit in with the axe, immediately go back into Predator mode, zip in front of the person who's running away from the place that they just were. So like they pop in here, then run away, loop all the way around because the survivor's running in this direction, and then pop in to predator mode here, so the survivor literally runs right into them. Those are the best people I've seen play Slasher. Otherwise Slasher is just laughably bad. He's decent at camping. He has the second highest health, so you can play Slasher and just sit right on top of an objective, kind of like the Giant does. And unlike the Giant, who throws people away from the objective, the Slasher's disincentive for getting next to the objective is just you will just die so quickly. If he gets 3 axe hits on you at full health, you're dead. Heaven forbid you're missing 10 health, because then you just immediately die.
Then we escape.
Okay. So, Gymnasium again. Not my favorite map. Seems to be a lot of killers' favorites, though. The reason I say that is because you can tell sometimes who's voting for what. Because you can check the... Wait, why didn't we get that scrap? That was weird. Anyway, you can tell sometimes what the killer's voting for because you can check to see if anyone else has voted. And if no one else has voted, you can use process of elimination to figure out who has voted for what. Anyway, yeah, Gymnasium seems to be a favorite of killers. It's possible that it's because it's such a small area. Wait, do we only have 4 people again? What is going on? No, we have 5. Okay, never mind. Chezni just can't count.
I think I can use some of this.
I don't like going over here alone. I don't like what Ragged Man here is doing. Sounds like the killer's over in this direction, though. We're gonna go ahead and craft our shotgun. Then we'll join the fight. Okay, it's Strangler. Shotgun is very nice to have against Strangler just because of the Strangler's low health pool in general. Okay, we have no reason to walk in there. We're gonna wait until people group up. Yeah. We're gonna slowly pick apart this room by doing things like jumping in when he's blind. I really wish that everyone hadn't ran in here like that. Okay. I kind of wanted to just go in and pick apart the room piece by piece, but since we have the tools to do that, we can blind the Slasher as well as instantly get out of a trap for free. See, the Slasher interestingly seems to be moving away from us every time we point the shotgun at him. Oh, that was bad. Okay, he's blind. We're gonna try for a shot. There we go. Okay, good shot. We're gonna want to... I think we're gonna want to go over here and turn the crank. I know that sounds weird, but our tracker is on cooldown. And the whole team is here. Yeah, that was a good call. I just didn't feel like we had very much more to contribute to the fight. The only thing we could have done is maybe save someone if they got grabbed. But we'd used our shotgun and the couldn't use the tracker anymore. Okay, so now that Strangler's down, we're free to go back out here and look for more scrap. I kind of want enough for an adrenaline, maybe. Oh, and the fuel spawned back here.
Oh, not bad, not bad.
That's interesting.
I think I can build some.
I think we might go ahead and build that adrenaline. It's both to heal us and to move this gas. A lot of people are getting trapped? I don't know what's going on over there. Anyway, go ahead and grab this. We don't have an ID on the killer, so it's a little scary. Could be Giant, could be Spider.
Find that fuel, and then we're gone.
Shoot, I don't know who it is. Oh, Slasher, okay. Oh yeah, look at that. That person had the flamethrower, now the gas immediately despawned. I think that's what happens. I think if the gas gets hit by fire, it immediately despawns.
This will come in handy.
Okay, because we're down to 3 teammates, we need to just play it safe and rescue people.
Don't step on the trap.
Don't say I never did anything nice for you.
Okay. We'll try to get a shot off here. Nice. Oh no! Oh no! You killed Jesus. I mean, I guess you could look at it that the Gentiles killed Jesus. That's what happened, right? Anyway, we're all adrenaled up. I feel pretty safe, like we can probably sneak on through here. Theoretically, the guy could spawn in as a giant ore spider and do the kill spot, but I'm gonna assume that he's not prepared to do that. Or perhaps maybe even still on death cooldown.
Good start, but it needs more.
Okay, so the killer's here. Sounds like giant. Yep. I don't know what he thinks he's gonna do. We're okay with him slowly walking towards us, believe it or not. And the reason for that is because he won't catch up with us. And unless he charges, and if he charges, we're more than happy to just flashbang him like that. Oh, okay. I guess he had vision on us somehow. Alright. So he was blind, I didn't think... that's my fault. Maybe I should have done that better. Looks like I gave enough time for somebody to escape. Doesn't look like he's going to be able to get out, though. Nope, nope, he got out. Okay, so what happened here is we blinded the giant. That was definitely our mistake. We blinded the giant, and we could have ran that way, but instead I decided to double around and run behind him, trying to lead him away from this door, because our team was coming in from this direction, and I thought he was blind enough to the point where maybe I could run through him, but he must have either seen us or maybe just immediately was clicking like mad while he was blind, so immediately when the blind ended he grabbed. Perhaps he even used his hearing to hear our footsteps run past him. So overall that was a bad call on our part. I either should have committed to running through him right when I flash. Oh, there needs to be a... we'll call it blinded. I say there needs to be a better name for it. Right when I blinded him, or we should have just committed to running in this direction. Either one would have kept us from danger. And instead we walked the middle road and got ran over. Okay, so he's putting traps in a lot of places. He's got a lot of traps in this hallway. She's safe, she doesn't realize it.
Hold on, one more second.
Oh, just kidding. Guess the giant's right there.
You're such a...
I thought the giant was behind, which is why I said that she was safe. Wow, she's just getting knocked into trap after trap, but because she had the football helmet, she was able to survive it. She's got that bat. The problem is, she's probably low on health. There's a blind. They both have bats. The giant's HP is probably low. Would be my guess. Okay, so they did open the door at some point. I didn't catch that. So we got the other gas, which is good.
Okay, Sam, think.
Giant's coming in from this direction. Just trying to delay things out, I think. He's not really interested in killing people, he's just trying to run the clock out.
Wait, can I just try a thing? It should help.
Okay, looks like we're gonna get rescued.
Thanks for getting me out of there.
What do we want to do?
Don't get caught in the trap.
We're low on scrap. We want enough for at least a shotgun. It sounded like a mine that exploded. We'll go ahead and check this bathroom. There's usually a lot in here that people don't go back and get. Although the toilets, well, I was gonna say the toilet seemed empty, but guess not. Alright, we'll go ahead and throw down a shotgun and then immediately go in for the scrap in the toilets, and then we'll go back and rejoin with everyone.
I can definitely make something with this.
So the reason we knew we could do that and be safe is a couple of reasons. One is that I've been playing Killer a little bit on and off.
Blood from the Motherlode.
And so Killer actually has way less information than it feels like as playing Survivor. Killer essentially can only see what they see. Unless a cryptid reveals you, they're not going to know where you are. And so they're also going to be really focused on the objective, because they can see the objective, just like you can see the objective. They know where to go. And so a lot of times what the killers do is they guard objectives. They're not going to go off into the bathroom where the game started to look for survivors. Oh, shit. Pretty good. Pretty good. Sorry, that makes me laugh because the slasher kill spots are almost useless because they're so obvious. And the funny thing is, I've started not paying attention to them because they're almost never used. So I'm kind of happy that I got killed by that because I think that's funny. That's good. That's teaching me to respect the skylights again. Well, at least when we spawn, we'll come in with 30 scrap. Pity we only got one shot off on the shotgun, but they were able to kill the slasher. Looks like we're back in it.
Someone check my 6 when I get this
Should be able to craft this near the turret. Turrets are a good disincentive for any killer to go near. And we're back in the game. So we either need to go for the rescue or we need to go for the fuel. I think we're going to go for the fuel. We're going to guard this guy. Oh, he is Strangler. Gosh darn it. Okay, we can't. Yeah, that was scary. Chad almost died on the kill spot there. Not surprising. We really don't want to be here. Go ahead and just run. Oh. Shoot. I suppose we were being predictable there, running in a straight line. Ah, that's really annoying. We had a shotgun and everything. Okay, good. The assault grabbed the shotgun.
We need to find that fuel. Keep looking. We all think you suck.
Alright, so what did we do wrong there? We went for the fuel. We attempted to save Chad. He was already dead, getting assassinated over by the gas. There was another Chad who got stuck in a trap. We rescued him. We disarmed that trap there, and that might have been a little greedy. I think that's maybe the mistake we made. I wanted to get rid of the trap that was here because I didn't want somebody else walking over it and getting killed by the kill spot.
This is not my brother's room.
But perhaps I should have just let it go, because at that point we knew we were going against the Strangler. It's not like the Strangler was just going to sit there and let us do that. Because what he did is he spawned in over here, came over here and chained us once. There were no traps, so we were able to run away. However, he got 2 hits off on us in spite of us running away from him. Sometimes that happens. Sometimes, like, the killer can just get 2 hits off on you when you're running away from them, just due to, I really don't know, maybe the range on the killer's attacks mixed with the P2P nature of the latency.
Let's get the job done. Let's get the fuck out.
We took 2 hits. At that point, we were pretty much dead. We tried to run out here. We shouldn't have gone in a straight line. Okay, it's Slasher.
Need you to patch me up.
This is also the hardest objective to do. It's the one all the way in the bathroom downstairs. It's pretty rough. There's a good chance we aren't going to win this.
Criminals always think they're so smart.
Sorry.
In order to contribute to the team, I want to make a shotgun. I don't know, this might be the wrong call actually, because we have so little time. We need to contribute to the team now. Yeah, and I didn't. Now we're suffering for it. Okay, so Slash is probably going to come in from this direction. We're going to stand over here to prevent him from spawning in. go ahead and grab this, I guess. Cricket bat, not bad. Yeah, we've already lost, though. Is really the problem.
Oh, you're almost out. Get ready to hustle.
There's no way we can do gas and the stair car in 2 minutes and escape.
That was way too close.
At this point, maybe the best we can do is get some practice fighting fighting slasher. Maybe, I don't know.
No sweat. Raj got this.
Oh, that's not good. Definitely hard to fight with a whoop. I don't know why that kill zone keeps showing up as active when the killer's not in it. Oh, and we got locked out. Okay.
You're almost out. Get ready to hustle.
Yeah, there's not really any way we're gonna have the time to get out of there.
High fives later. Let's go. I'm hurt. I need assistance. Now.
That sounded juicy. Wait, what? Why did we stop crafting the... What? Where'd the adrenaline go? Oh, whatever.
Bad, not bad.
Oh, come on. Whatever. So, that could have gone better. How did we lose that? At the beginning I thought we were doing well. I made a bad call against the giant. Got killed. I think that's kind of what it was. It was just a series of bad calls that kept getting us killed. It wasn't like we were making huge mistakes. We were just making minor mistakes that kept getting us killed, moving us off the map, requiring our teammates to go save us, and we just kind of lost control over time. Really trying to think. I feel like the giant was a pretty big blunder, actually. We had no reason to get caught by the giant there. I felt like being fancy and running through him. Just play it safe. We did have that nice shot against the Strangler. Or the fight at the beginning against the Strangler was really good. It was definitely when we were all knit tightly together. We got one shot off on the Strangler, the whole team was there, everyone supported each other. Yeah, that one was good. If you noticed after that, he didn't play Strangler. He just played Slasher and Giant. At least I don't think he played Strangler after that. Hard to remember, all the games blend together eventually. So we just... How can we play better? I guess take fewer risks? We died on our fancy moves against the... No, he did play Strangler later, because we died to Strangler later. We died against our fancy moves against the giant. We also died when we got greedy and wanted to disarm the traps. That's something I've noticed. We can talk about that real quick. Disarming traps is kind of a big... Not big. It's an important area of strategy that the survivors have that I'm bad at. See, the thing is, survivors don't need to disarm every single trap. I mean, in some situations, it's good to disarm all of them, like in the gymnasium. If you're in the area with the crank and there are any traps in there, it's usually a good idea to disarm them if you can, because everybody has to run through that very small area. However, the opportunity cost of disarming a trap is that you're going to stand there still for a couple seconds. And that was where we had our second death against Strangler. where I saved Chad. We saved Chad from the kill zone, which was surprising. I didn't think we were going to get it. And then I stuck around to disarm the trap right in front of it. I should have just let that go. Because it ended up costing us our life. So, yeah, only disarm traps when you're not in danger, I guess is the rule of thumb. So I can't say like that loss was our team's fault at all.
Okay,
that was
we gotta find a
easily
place
our
so we
fault.
can boot up the server.
Or
After that,
certainly we
hack the
contributed
room.
far less
That
than
should
we
open the door to
added.
Bellman's secret library. Then make our way across the library, and we're good.
Okay, library map. Get a little bit more freedom on this map.
Oh, snap! That's a trap! I'm not going to question how you got into this mess, lad. Just don't bite me. This will come in handy.
What on earth? Why didn't we get that scrap? Always weird delays. Okay, from here we want to group up with everyone ASAP. Looks like they already got the disc. Jeez. That was super fast. Okay, it is Strangler. We're gonna go ahead and body block for Chad here. Okay, we're good. Shoot. That was a waste of a flash.
Don't step on the trap!
Okay, we're gonna need to group up and fight as a team here. I don't know what this guy's doing in the corner. We're gonna follow Moonlight. I think Moonlight might know what they're doing. Also, Kate's been playing the last couple games with us. She seems okay. Okay, we're gonna turn off the flashlight. Turns out if you hit Z, you can turn the flashlight off and on. But I think your tracker still works, even if the flashlight's off.
Trap, trap,
Yeah,
trap.
your tracker
Right in
still
front of
works. Okay, we don't want to go that way because that's a strangler kill spot, which is asking for death at that point. We have enough for a shotgun. Do we risk building it here out in the
I'm
open?
making something you won't believe.
I think we do, just because I bet the strangler is way more focused on protecting the disc right now. Okay. Okay, so Moonlight got trapped. Go ahead and get him out.
Plenty of game left. Let's move.
No, see, this is me making the same mistake. We don't need to disarm those traps. We just need to get out of here.
You left a trap.
Okay. We're gonna guard our rear, just in case the strangler decides to pop up over here.
Just what I
Actually, let's go close the door. Alright. So this guy got stuck.
Nothing on you, shit face.
Okay, it didn't look like we actually damaged him. I wasn't sure if your allies body block, essentially.
No sweat. Raj got
It
this.
does seem like you can't shoot through your allies, although I don't think...
Come on out. Let's move.
My guess is that there's no team fire. We still have yet to confirm that, though.
This should help.
Things are not looking good. I don't know what this guy's doing. He just keeps moving back and forth. Okay, we need to get out of his way and let him escape from that room. Alright, his chain is back up. Yeah. We're just kind of gonna die here. There's not really anything we can do. Yeah. I mean, there's a chance that the other guy stands up. But, yeah, I think the only thing we've done is bought time for the other guy to stand up. Okay, we managed to dodge another chain. The reason I think we were able to dodge it is because the Strangler expected us to go immediately and rescue... Oh, we're still alive? Jeez. Anyway, Strangler assumed that we were immediately going to go rescue our ally. But what we were able to do is buy enough time for that Davis,
How was a dead
whoever this
body
guy
not
is,
the law of
to
easy
stand up and rescue someone. Oh, and then he DCs. So, guess people aren't interested in playing through. Too bad. I don't know if necessarily that was a lost game. We were able to buy enough time for Troy to get up from being injured and go rescue someone. That would have at least given them a chance to then go rescue someone else. The Strangler was slowly losing health. He was under half. I mean, it wasn't looking great, but I still don't think that was a completely lost cause. I think there was still the chance we could have won that. But then someone DC'd, and then Troy was like, okay, I'm out of here. So, it's whatever. Probably have time for one more game. I will say, as the community behind Dead by Daylight learns to play the game better and better, the games are getting more brutal. On both sides, honestly. The survivors are getting more skilled at what they do. The killers are learning to kill much more efficiently. It's good, though. I mean, that's just how a game develops. Hopefully what doesn't happen is the community becomes only these people who have mastered the game, and then newcomers will have no clue how to play, because they just keep getting slaughtered by people who know far more about how to play the game.
So first, we find some fuel. After that...
That would be my only reason for wanting a ranking system for this game. It's not because I want to be ranked, it's because that way new players at least have a chance. Okay, so Gymnasium. We all know the story here.
Not bad, not bad.
We're going to scrap up to 17 to get a shotgun. And then we will... well, we'll just go from there. We'll ID the killer.
Now these
And then
criminals
depending
are
on
in
who the
real
killer is,
trouble.
we'll play accordingly.
Not a bad start. Feeling these
Okay, there is a spider's kill spot technically that we're walking over right now, but I'm not too worried about it. Okay, sounds like it's a giant. Oh, it's Slasher. I always get the two mixed up. Alright, there's a shot. 60 damage. Another shot. 120. Nice. Contributions. At this point, I think we go scrap up for another shotgun.
Oh, not bad, not bad. I think I can build something.
And the reason we were able to do that is because, again,
Crawling with rats.
this slasher was just walking straight at us, not moving erratically at all, which is fine. He might just not be a experienced killer. I certainly am not. But anyway, that gave us the opportunity to land those two clean hits. At this point, now that he's dead, we just turn the crank. Yeah, we might as well grab these actually while he's dead, to get them out of the way. The gassed scrap spots. You know, we'll go ahead and craft adrenaline for this. So that way, once they open the gate, we can just adrenal up and go. Okay, why are people cranking these? That's super... Whoa, losing my voice. Super bizarre. I have no idea why people weren't cranking this. Okay, seriously, get out of our way. Oh my gosh. Alright, alright. So, maybe the coordination on the team could be a little better. Oh my gosh. Okay, the giant's right behind us. Okay, he's doing this kill animation. I don't think we have enough time, though, to do the fuel. So, we're unfortunately just gonna have to leave it there.
Missed all the action.
Wait, is this our shotgun? Or is this someone else's shotgun? Okay, while the giant's paying attention to that guy, we're gonna refuel here. Paying attention, more like murdering. Shotgun isn't that useful here. I think we're gonna go ahead and craft adrenaline because we need to stay alive. Adrenaline will let us flee the giant almost indefinitely. We have been revealed to the giant. Hopefully he doesn't immediately come over and murder us. Okay. I really don't want to leave a shotgun lying around, though. Oh, great. We're the last one. They say he's low on HP. Maybe we'll get lucky and get a rescue here.
Count on me.
Very nice. That was pretty lucky.
Time. Let's finish this.
This guy's saying he's low. Oh, he is low. Very nice.
Oh shit! You got straight up murdered.
Raj.
I can definitely make something with this.
Okay, I know we should go rescue this guy, but we're gonna go ahead and grab the fuel.
These criminals won't
Cause I was pretty sure the other guys were gonna go rescue him. Ah, gosh darn it. We'll go rescue Kate.
This is a jailbreak.
I really don't want to do this. I would have rather have gotten the free time to move the gas, but whatever. Oh, come on, buddy.
Motherlode.
Do you even know what we're doing? Trups.
Get that fuel.
He's a technician. We had the adrenaline right there. It was clear.
Look
Oh,
out!
whatever.
Don't get caught in the trap.
Whatever.
Time to deal some justice. We need that fuel.
Okay, it's Strangler. Guys, just move. We just need to keep moving forward as a group. Meant to disarm that, but oh well.
Again?
We could have used the spell to get out for free, but no need with party members around. We'll save it. Okay, again, we just need to stick together. Oh, it looks like this person got grabbed. We definitely want to prevent the Strangler from escaping, so we're going to follow him pretty closely here.
This time you ain't getting back up.
I don't know where the party went.
Don't make that mistake again.
Okay. Well, unfortunately, I don't know why the party didn't follow us. Or it looks like they did, but they didn't follow around the corner. Clearly, it was to our advantage to prevent the Strangler from despawning, because we could have just killed him there. We're very safe to stick around these two turrets. No killer in their right mind would want to stick around the turrets. Although, again, I forget that we are fighting against the Strangler, who will just grab you from across the room, so all of my analysis is wrong. Okay, we're gonna go save our friend. Just kidding, we're gonna watch our friend die. Strangler has about one shot left from the shotgun. The bigger problem is we also really only have one shot left. Are you kidding me? I missed. Oh, come on, hit him. I feel like this has turned into a comedy of errors, a series of bad decisions I've made. I kept complaining that the team wasn't sticking together, but I wasn't sticking together with the team. Strangler is almost dead. If we had managed to land that shot, we probably would be fine right now. Unfortunately, we missed. Really, the technician's only hope is that she somehow puts down a turret right when the Strangler comes out to fight her, and then the Strangler might, yeah, like that. But the turret is too far away. She doesn't have nimble feet. She's gonna
Did
craft
super
pills
well in
here.
shop class, as you can probably tell. Until they get a load of me.
She has a bat. I didn't realize that that's not assault. She must have picked that up from a body. Yeah, the Strangler's playing this very safe. She's probably dead here. All he has to do is hit her. There's really just not a whole lot of chance of her getting out of this alive again. She has to get lucky and hope that her turret can tag the Strangler at an opportune moment. Problem is, she also needs to simultaneously threaten the Strangler with rescuing us. Otherwise, he's under no pressure. Yeah. Good game. We made some mistakes. Easily could have been avoided. It's always hard to stick with the team and keep an eye on everything. At any rate, not the world's most exciting video on last year, but hey, something. Hope you enjoyed. Have a good one, and watch out for those killer fiends.